The Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool is having what comedian Josh Johnson is calling the first breakout hit of the summer, and not for the reasons you'd expect. Here's the situation. President Trump spent $14 million to paint the reflecting pool at the Lincoln Memorial American flag blue. Now chunks of that paint are peeling off, the water is full of peroxide and algae, and the whole thing has turned a murky shade of green. It looks, in Josh Johnson's words, like the world's largest kombucha. And yet people are flocking to see it. The pool, in all its slimy, discolored glory, has become one of the hottest tourist attractions in Washington this summer. Johnson pointed that out on Tuesday's Daily Show, noting that the complaints haven't stopped anyone from showing up. You know, everybody's complaining about the pool, but they're coming out to see it, he said. I'm not saying it's better this way. I'm just saying, it seems to be pretty popular. Johnson also took a moment to put the whole thing in historical perspective, and it's a sharp one. The last time crowds gathered around that reflecting pool in numbers like this, it was for the March on Washington. Dr. King spoke there. Now people are driving across the country to gawk at a green puddle. Johnson's words, not mine, but hard to argue with. He also made a point that anyone who's owned a swimming pool, a fish tank, or, quote, a bong they never wash, would already know, a shallow pool with a dark bottom sitting in summer heat is going to grow algae. Not exactly a mystery. What is a mystery, Johnson suggested, is why the Trump administration made such a big deal out of the renovation in the first place. Trump, you got to wait until after you do something to flex, he said, comparing the whole situation to hitting a buzzer beater, turning around to celebrate before the ball goes in and then watching it miss and, somehow, take out a baby duckling on the way down. Jimmy Fallon chimed in on The Tonight Show with the cleanest summary of all: Trump somehow went from draining the swamp to creating one. Johnson's last word on the matter? He said he now wants Trump to build the proposed ballroom at the Lincoln Memorial just to see how badly that turns out too. His prediction, it disintegrates at the first cha-cha slide. That's your late-night recap: a $14 million pool, a nation of suddenly expert algae commentators, and one very popular tourist disaster on the National Mall.